Hey guys, this is Chris here, and today I'm going to share my personal experiences on how you can upgrade your ability to see the future. Like, what can you do to see the future? Basically, I did another video about showing how you can use these enchanted map cards to see the future, and that's really good for beginners, but there's almost an easier, better way to see the future, and it's by using this, by using your mind and using your spirit. Basically, I have this friend, and he and I, or this group of friends, and we talk about psychic things a lot, all the time, and I'm asked quite a bit to look into the future, look into this, look what's gonna happen tomorrow, the day after, do I see any things coming up in this person's life that they should be worried about, all sorts of things, anything. I get lots of questions, and basically I'm going to explain to you how I look into the future. Now, that's not to say I'm like 100% accurate all the time, because I'm really not, because I'm still learning like most people are, but it's good to practice. So here's what I do. Usually someone has a question, and usually they're like, oh, like, will I ever find my true love? Or how's this trip going to go out? Can you look into this? Can you give me details? Like, is the person I'm going to marry, is they gonna have red hair and green eyes and things like that? So what I do is I go into a deep meditation. That's what I did to begin with. That's what I did to start out. I just kind of went into deep meditation, and then I just get into like an attitude of gratitude and sincerity, and I just start asking questions in my mind, like, okay, how is this person feeling? And then locking on to what they're feeling, then saying something like, okay, are they gonna find like true love like anytime soon? Like, when will they find it? Is there something that they're supposed to learn right now? What's the situation? I don't really limit it to the individual question. I kind of expand a bit because I want to see all parts of the equation, but I just basically go and I meditate on that person, I meditate on that situation, and it works really well. You get some amazing things, some very interesting details, and you just have to have the courage to share it. Also, it's important if you're going to look into the future on someone else's behalf, that you have their full permission first, and that they're actually asking you, and you're not just kind of forcing them. Like, hey, I can read your future. Can I read your future? And they're like, okay, sure. That can work, but it's a lot easier to get the information if you have their full permission. If they're like, yeah, okay, please help me. Please do what you can. Look into the future. If they really, really want it, it's a lot easier for you to tap into it. It's a lot easier for the information to kind of be given to you. The way I receive it is almost the same way that people who do remote viewing receive their information. I just kind of relax. I have that sincerity about me, and I just relax, and I think about the situation. I just start meditating. I might start meditating on the person, on the situation, the people they're going to meet, and I just kind of describe what I'm seeing, and I look deeper and deeper. And then some of the things, and then what will happen is I'll start saying things, and the things that are truer, I'm gonna feel it. Like, for some reason, I'm clairsensitive, so I can feel when something's like really true. Like, it's like, yes, that is damn right. That is on track. That is exactly what they need to hear. I get that feeling in my solar plexus chakra, and so I just feel that it's right. I don't feel it all the time. Sometimes I'll just give information without feeling it. It's very casual. But if at any moment I think I'm like I like super doubt my accuracy, I'm like, I just kind of stop the reading, and I ask the person if I can remote view where they're at, because usually they're not with me, they're like on the phone or something, and I say, okay, let me start remote viewing some details. Maybe what color pants are you wearing, what room are you in, where are you at, some objects in the room, and that helps and usually I'll get most of it right. And I'll get I'll start with saying one thing, then I'll say another thing, and then I just say the first thing that comes to me. I'm like, okay, do you have Is there like a window in the room, and does it have blinds? Does it have shades? Curtains? Are you wearing shoes? Are you, is there a desk in your room that's black or brown? And as I get things right, I know I'm on track. Like, I know that I'm connected, and so then I can say, okay, now let me continue with the future reading, because I'm pretty sure that I'm spot on. And usually you can invite them to confirm with you the things that you're sharing. And if they tell you that like you're off or you're wrong, it doesn't exactly mean you're wrong, because a lot of times people will tell you you're wrong, but you could be right, just because they may see things differently. So just because they say you're wrong doesn't mean you're wrong. A lot of times I'm happy if I'm wrong. Well, I'm not happy when I'm wrong. I'm happy when there's a disagreement, because that means that, I've stumbled across something that they don't know. So it's authentic. You know what I mean? It's like I stumbled across a piece of information that they don't already know. So there's no way I could have known it. So I like it when I add new things, when I can pick up on new things that other people haven't noticed yet. And it's also good when you mention and confirm those things that the person you're doing a reading for already knows. Now, how did I get started with this? It's so much easier for me now to do a reading than it used to be. Like right now I can just relax and get into a place of sincerity and just pick up on things very easily, on the future, on anything. Just believing that you can see the future helps you to see it. But when I first started, I was so self-conscious, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get it wrong, I don't want to screw someone's life up. So I would go into a deep meditation. I would like lay on my bed for like 15 minutes and just kind of meditate in that way until I got something. Just like, and the process took a lot longer. Now it's so quick. It's amazing how quick you can learn how to read the future. You can learn to read your own future too. You can practice by thinking to yourself, okay, what's the weather going to be tomorrow? You can think to yourself, okay, what things are going to happen in my life tomorrow? Let me see if I can see into the future tomorrow and see what I'm going to do. I encourage you guys to try it. Find a friend, find someone who's willing to let you look into their future and or you can look into your future, but I would look into theirs and be like, someone that actually needs help, and just say, okay, can I, and then ask them, can I look into your future? Is that something you want? And if they really want it, do it. If they don't, they're kind of like, meh. It's up to you. But it's a lot easier when they're really invested in it, when they really need an answer. I've noticed that on some people, I don't really get clear answers, and that's because you have to kind of ask their permission first before it's like you're almost invading their privacy. You can still look into the future on someone's behalf even if they don't know or don't want you to, but it's really hard for some reason. It's very hard. It's like it'll be a bit of a jumble, so you have to ask them, and that'll open you up to getting their information. And sometimes a technique I use is I visualize that person that I'm looking into their future, and I ask their spirit. I say, hi, I'm Chris, can I look into your future? I want to help you in your brainstorming, in your planning, in your future. So, help you do what you want to do. What's best for you, for your higher self. They'll usually be like, oh yeah, sure, look into my future. So that's something you guys can do. It's something I've been doing, and I hope you guys take this and run with it. And as always, enjoy yourself and be yourself. Bye.